I look like a fucking ghost. Might not look like a makeup artist has done it, but as a makeup artist hasn't done it. Rose eclat. Eclat? That's not a very nice word. I feel like it's not pronounced like that. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Shimmer highlighter. Oh! So, I thought I would film a cheeky little get ready with me. Chatty get ready with me, because you know, if you watch my videos, that I like to chat. I'm going to leave my towel on my head for this little chatty get ready with me and ignore the clothes behind me, because we're going to be putting all that away. It's been sorted into piles, all the clean washing has. Oh, so to start today, we have the number 7 moisturiser. That's how I feel when I do these videos. But I am actually using the number 7 Essential Moisture. Does that say day or dry? Day cream. So in the winter, my skin goes really dry. My skin hates winter. You know, like some people's skin absolutely love winter and hate the summer, or the other way around. Like mine, my skin loves the summer. I don't need any makeup on really in summer, but in winter, oh my god. I'm gonna take this out actually, I'm a bit hot. Well, this is the most real life get ready with me, isn't it? I haven't even bothered with my background. I look awful without makeup on. I've got Josh's dressing gown on. Anyway, I received such an amazing response after my last video, my body confidence video. Once I put my moisturiser on, by the way, I've bought this new BB cream. It's from Gosh. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of it. I just found it in... I'm not very good at this, am I? There you go. I've been using this instead of my like normal foundations, because I think I'm a bit of a foundation snob. I always buy really expensive foundations, always have. I used to wear Giorgio Armani, which is about 40 quid. Buying NARS recently, which is half the price of that basically. Or Estee Lauder, anything. I've used Clinique before, although that wasn't great for my skin at all. It was really dry. And then I started using this. Oh, this is my brand new one. I've got one that's actually currently being used in here. And then I switched over to this BB cream, because when you've got dry skin, a proper foundation, it just doesn't suit me at all. Whereas this obviously is more like tinted moisturiser. It's a bit heavier than tinted moisturiser. This is how I apply it anyway. By no means is this going to be a makeup tutorial, because I'm not very good at makeup. I had to ask Brom the other day on how to do fucking bronzer correctly, because apparently I've been doing it wrong my whole life. Well, I just rub this in with my hands. Normal foundation I apply usually with like a beauty blender or a proper foundation brush, but with this tinted moisturiser BB cream thing, I just use my finger, it's just easier. Anyway, yeah, so I received such an amazing response from my last video. I was honestly just so overwhelmed, and I just felt like once I'd uploaded that video, I thought, are people just gonna think I've got my little violin out? And I'm like, oh, I feel sorry for me because I think I'm fat. But actually I had such a lovely response, and so many lovely people like messaged me and said how much the video like resonated with them, and which was lovely. And it's really exactly what I wanted, because I think we live in a generation now where, or in a time now, I don't know if generation's the right word, where women like support each other. I think remember like back in the day at school, especially people my age, like it was more about girls tore each other down, and if a girl looked nice, other girls got jealous. That's kind of like what it was like. By the way, the camera makes me look a lot more pale than I actually am. I'm actually quite tanned in here, but on there I look super white. I think I've got to white balance my camera or something, but I can't be fucked. Whereas I feel like today girls are just a lot nicer, and like I literally love it when a girl's got confidence. Like there's nothing better than walking into, even just like if you go out or on Instagram or on Facebook and you see someone uploading photographs of themselves, or they're in like they're out and about and walking around and you can see they've got confidence and they think they look sexy. I think there's nothing better. Like, why wouldn't you want somebody to be super confident and feel sexy in their own skin? Like, it doesn't make sense to me why anyone would have a problem with that. But obviously some people do, because some people are fucking losers and just nasty people. This is what I always do. I always brush my hair through and leave it back before I do my hair. But yeah, you can see that BB cream, isn't it nice? It's like, you basically can't, it probably don't look any different to before. But I think I do. It gets rid of like the red patches on your skin, do you know what I mean? Like after I'd gone out the shower, you could see like, you just have little red patches, like natural, that everybody has. But that just covers that, which is great for me, because that's what I want. I want to be like a blank canvas. I'm trying to not let my nipples slip out here. But yeah, so it was lovely, and it was exactly what I wanted the video to do. I'm so happy so many people found it like helpful. So now I've got my foundation on, or my BB cream. I usually would just then, if I'm like gonna run out the house and just want something quick on, I'd use this Lizzle powder. It's natural ivory, the colour I use. It's just like one of the free loose powders like that. And I use my Real Techniques brush. Actually, I say this is Real Techniques. I don't think it is. I don't know. I think this must be one my mum gave me, but it can't be a Real Techniques brush, because this is a Real Techniques brush, and they've tried to mimic it, but it's a different colour and it doesn't say Real Techniques on it. Anyway, I use this big fluffy brush. I normally just go all over my face. But recently, I've been trying to do my makeup better. And I've been following some like tutorials. You're gonna laugh because this is just ridiculous, but I've been using this Gosh concealer. I bought it obviously when I went to buy the BB cream. Let's put my hand in front of my face again and do that, you know, that YouTuber thing. So I use this concealer, porcelain shade, so 001. I read that apparently you're meant to go a shade lighter than your foundation. Don't know if that's true, but that's what I read. And then I read that you're meant to bring the concealer down like this and across like this. So that's what I do. This is all probably wrong. This is just what I do. I don't want anyone writing on here saying your makeup looks shit, because I don't care. And then I saw one lady, she did this. So that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, this might not be the like best beauty guru thing, but when I have the finished product and I've got all my makeup on, it doesn't look bad. So I saw one woman, she did like this down her nose as well, so we'll do that, we'll try that too. When I've blended it all in and it's all done, like it looks fine anyway, so I don't see what it matters really. It looks good at the end. Might not look like a makeup artist has done it, but as a makeup artist hasn't done it. Let's wing it and give it a go. I bought a new beauty blender anyway, because my other one's a bit skanky. I've been using it a bit too long probably. Anyway, meant to be going out tonight. This is my new beauty blender and I'm just going to use that to blend this. But yeah, my friend's got a gig. I'm meant to be going to that. I feel a bit bad on Josh. I feel like I'm leaving Josh with Callow. He doesn't mind. He actually loves it. He always goes, it's fine. And I'm like, you're trying to get me out the house. And he's like, no. I'm like, yeah, you are. And he's like, well, it means I can play my game. And you won't moan at me. So he's probably like, please go out. Please go to the gig. Please go to the gig. But it's not that I don't want to go to the gig. It's the aftermath. I hate having hangovers, for one. That's why I really always try not go overboard, because I can't deal with hangovers anymore now I'm an adult. But the gig's in Newcastle, and if you're not from around here you won't know what I mean by that, but not Newcastle upon Tyne like the usual one. It's called Newcastle under Lyme. It's in Staffordshire, and it just means that I have to get a taxi home. Like if we go out in Stone, I can just like, obviously I live up like literally 10 minutes away from town, so I can just even walk home if I wanted to. But the taxi would be like nothing to get there if I needed to get a taxi home. Whereas if I go out in Newcastle, the taxi is going to be like over 20 quid or something. And I'm a bit nervous about catching taxis on my own. I don't really like getting taxis on my own. I mean, I used to in London, so I don't know why I'm worried here. But I feel like I read an article recently about a girl round here, actually, that she bloody got asked if she'd give the taxi driver a blowjob. I think it was Lucky 7, the cab's Lucky 7 I read the article on. And the cab driver asked her if she would give him a blowjob. Blowjob. I sound like such a nanny. A bloody blowjob. And now I'm nervous that like I'll get in the taxi and something will happen to me. I've blended my concealer. Apparently it just like brightens the eyes, and oh my god, I look like a ghost. I look like a fucking ghost. Next, I'm going to use this bronzer that I've had forever. I buy it every time I run out of it. I buy the same one just because I know it's safe and it works, and like I like the colour. It's just some Rimmel London, I don't know if that's in focus, but some Rimmel London bronzer, natural bronzer. Yeah, it's got a tiny bit of shimmer. I'm near enough running out though. I think it's about time I buy a new one. Bronwyn taught me this thing the other day, and it was to try and contour but with powder. I'm shit at it, but we're gonna give it a go. So I'm gonna use this Real Techniques brush, and I'm just gonna like do this in it. I know this is wrong, I don't care. And then, okie dokie, I think you're meant to do it there. Oh, this is like a beauty guru's like nightmare, isn't it? Watching somebody who doesn't do makeup like that. How's that look? Is that where I meant to do it? I think I've done it too low. Oh well. Now I'm going to take this brush and I'm just going to blend it out. I'm going to do a video soon on Callow and how well Callow's doing, because I'm fully aware that the video I made about body confidence was meant to be about an update on me, Callow and Josh. And as always, I got carried away and just spoke about myself for like a ridiculous amount of time. I think it was like 15 minutes the video was. It was a good video. Go watch it if you haven't, but it was meant to be about all of us and it wasn't. It ended up being about me. And then Bronwyn says, you're also meant to do it. So I'm just going to put this big brush in there and take it off. Round the head as well, like this. Apparently. And then you meant to do it at the temples as well. That's what that girl said as well that I watched. Like this. Like that. And then obviously down the neck. I've always done down the neck anyway, but not at work today, which is good. It was meant to be. I work every other Saturday, so I was meant to be at work today, but Deb's doing the shift instead, which is nice. Oh, I love not working Saturdays. There's nothing better, because Saturday's are the day that I have to obviously leave Josh in bed and Callum in bed, and then when you finish work you feel like you've had a full day. It doesn't just feel like you've been there 5 hours, because it's only a 5-hour shift on a Saturday. So then you always don't want to do anything, so you get in and you're just like, well, I can't be bothered to go anywhere. And then I end up just staying in, and then Josh is like, oh, do you want to go do something? I'm like, yeah, let's go do something, let's go do something. And then the whole time I'm just sat there like, oh, I'm tired. I'm going to sort my hair out in a minute because it's drying. I'm doing my makeup and I'm fully aware that if I do go out later, I'm going to have to take all this off, aren't I, and redo it. There we go. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. So I always do this to my hair, just to like separate it and make it dry a little bit quicker. But I normally do this after all my makeup's done. I was just about to start applying my my mascara, and I haven't even finished everything else yet. The blusher I've got, it's this. It's the one I've used forever as well. It's, I don't even know how you pronounce that, Bourgeois, and it's in the colour Radiant Rose Eclat. Eclat? That's not a very nice word. I feel like it's not pronounced like that. But it's like this. It comes like this with a little brush. But I use that because I think it's cute, and I just use the brush that comes with it. Why not? There we go. There's my blusher. I think I've probably put too much on now, but yeah, there we go. I'm going to take this fake Real Techniques brush and just do that as well. Could probably do, Brom actually said that to me, I could probably do with like a harsher one, you know, like one that's just like a bit like bing, because this one's so subtle. And you're meant to have like a blank bit here apparently, but mine's always too low. I always spread it too low. I think it's meant to be like this wide, this like light bit compared to dark bit. But look, I always bring mine too low. I bring it here when it's meant to be here. But I struggle with it. I really struggle with it. I think maybe I need a thinner one of these, because I think this just spreads the makeup too much around my face. Oh, please tell me that's recorded, all of that. If that's not recorded, all that, the camera's just gone off. If that hasn't recorded all of that, I swear to God, I've been talking to myself for so long. You put a lot of thought into presents you make, don't you? I know you do when you buy them, but it's easier to go into a shop and just pick something off a shelf than it is to actually sit down and make something. Luckily, me and Josh are fairly creative. But we have like 4 families. So Josh's parents are divorced. Well, they weren't married, but Josh's mum and dad aren't together. And my mum and dad are divorced, so we have 4 families, so we have to do 4 lots of presents. It's not like we just have 2 lots, we always have 4, so it's a lot to do. It's never just like something small, and that's why when we buy presents, it's not like we can just go buy 4 gifts. It's buying 8 gifts, and then if you buy it for the adults, you've got to buy it for all of the brothers and sisters, and we've got a hell of a lot of brothers and sisters. So, and then if you do that, you've got to buy for your nans and granddads, because I couldn't leave my nan and gramses all out, like all of my nan and gramses, because my dad's mum and dad are divorced. That's another set. And Josh's stepdad, Dean, his nan and granddad, we don't see them as like step nan and granddad, they're just nan and granddad. So like we have a lot of family. When I used to say about Callow having a lot of family, I am not joking. I thought I had lots of family, but obviously my my lot of family, her lot of family, and she's also got Josh's lot of family. It's just a lot. Like, there's a lot of people to buy for. There was one year we said we were only doing like direct family members. So that was all the parents, brothers and sisters, and then first nan and granddads, not great, because we both have great nan and granddads as well. So it was just those. We didn't like publicly say that out to them because that would have been disrespectful if we went to my great nan, you don't deserve a present this year. She does, but we just couldn't afford to do everyone, so we just did like real direct family members, and we ended up spending like nearly £500. It's about £450 we ended up spending. It was absolutely ridiculous. Yes, we're making gifts this year. They're going to be cute though. We're near enough done actually. We better nearly be done because it's nearly bloody Christmas, isn't it? It's only next week. That's my mascara, but I have got awful shit bottom lashes. I don't know if anybody else has got bottom lashes like I have, but it's like you put mascara on them and you might as well not have, because it doesn't make a difference. I used to put, back in the day, loads of white eyeliner on, and I'd have really white waterlines. I loved it for so long. I remember I used to look back and be like, oh, my waterlines look amazing. And now when I do it, I feel awful. I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong with my eyes? I'm going to dry my hair now because I'm basically done with makeup. I've got some highlighter put on, which I forgot to put on, but I'll put that on in a minute. I'd probably say that's what I'm asked about most, is my hair. Is people say like how, because people like the colour, but they're like, how is it in terms of upkeeping? Honestly, it's fucking annoying. I have to dye it at least once every 2 weeks, at least, because otherwise the colour, it's still pink, but it's not like this vibrant pink. It goes more of like a candy flossy type pink, and I don't really like that. I mean, I actually wanted candy floss pink at one point. Hey Tunes.
What Beth doesn't tell people is that I dye her hair for her.
You do dye your hair for me?
Yeah, but she doesn't tell anyone.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Oh my God, there was that once tune in right, we were in Birmingham and we went shopping, and some girl went, oh my God, I love the colour of your hair. And I went, oh, thank you. And then you were like getting all shitty.
Me?
He was like...
Not some shitty hairdresser. Me.
He was like, actually, you didn't dye it this time. Oh, you put the dye in last night, but you didn't do my roots.
Yes, I did.
Brom's mum did my roots.
No, she didn't.
Anyway, I spend a lot of money on hair dye. I'd probably say that's where most of my money goes, is fucking on hair dye and hair products. I'm quite thankful that my hair has always been really good. I think that's why when I was in London I used to do a lot of hair modelling, because the people who used to dye my hair and do my hair for me, like Robert Kirby, and I worked for Mahogany for a while as well, and Vidal Sassoon and L'Oreal. I did a thing for L'Oreal as well, and Schwarzkopf. It's because my hair takes to colour really well. It's what they always used to say, like, you can pretty much put whatever on my hair and my hair still doesn't really break. It does break, obviously, but it's quite easy to maintain, and it holds moisture really well, and the condition is never massively affected even with bleach. So I'm quite lucky in that sense really with my hair, and I think that's why I'm able to keep this pink for so long. There we go. And normally, I don't know if you just saw what I did there, but I got this first bit here, and normally if I bend that in, it will curl back on itself. It doesn't always do it, but if it does, it creates this like really nice... There you go, look, can you see? It's just gone back on itself now. Anyway, there, I think I'm done. So if I just drop this a little bit, you'll be able to see how it's curled in. Ooh, nearly let my nipple go then. Can you see how it's like more curled in than what I usually do it? I've just been thinking it looks a bit chic. Anyway, before I go, I forgot to apply this. I usually put glitter here, but I've been putting a little bit of highlighter as well. This is the MUA Undress Your Skin Shimmer Highlighter. So I'm just going to put some of this highlighter on this big brush. How's that look? Let's have a look. What's the verdict, guys? Oh, I can see it. Oh! Look at that shine. Hi, how are you? And we're done. As I said, thank you for listening. If you've made it this far, you might have switched off after the first few seconds. I think most people will have. But thank you for listening if you've reached this far, and I'll see you all in the next vlog. Bye!